Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Way back in Genesis 12, God promised Abraham that He would give him a son. 25 years later, Abraham and Sarah had Isaac. God's promise was fulfilled. Everyone rejoiced. Everyone, that is, except Ishmael. He would have been perfectly happy for that promise to have gone unfulfilled. Ishmael had been Abraham's only child for 14 years. I remember my best friend, when she was 9, her mom had a little brother for her. That toddler messed up everything. He was always breaking her toys and making messes. And she couldn't come over to play because she had to watch her brother and keep him entertained. I imagine Ishmael felt in a similar way about Isaac, only way more. Now that Isaac, the promised one, was there, Ishmael was pushed to the background. He was looked on as a mistake. The favored son status was handed directly to Isaac. Ishmael went straight from being the only child to being nothing, all because of this little kid. Maybe you can relate. I've known people who've been passed over for a job promotion because of a kid fresh out of college who knows more technical stuff. And women who've had their husbands leave them for a younger woman. And then there's the older siblings in the family who always feel like the parents love the younger ones more. There's many scenarios that can make you feel unimportant, unloved, unwanted. So how do you respond to those feelings? Let's see what Ishmael did. In Genesis 21:9, Sarah caught him mocking Isaac. Now Ishmael was a teenager. His status in the family had completely changed. He was feeling pushed aside by his father, so it was only natural that he would lash out at his little brother. Only what is natural isn't always what is right, nor is it always within your best interests. I mean, think about your own situation. How would it help to lash out at those around you? Other than just making your situation worse, it could really hurt your witness. It might relieve your frustration temporarily, but it doesn't really make you feel any better. So what can you do? You can go to God. Tell Him your frustrations. Hand them over to Him and let Him handle it. He knows what He's doing. God has something better for you. He loves you. He wants you. You are not a mistake. He made you for a purpose. You are precious to Him. Sarah saw Ishmael mocking Isaac, and she wasn't about to put up with this. She marched straight to Abraham and demanded that Hagar and Ishmael leave. Abraham didn't like this. It saddened him greatly. Ishmael was his son. But this is when God stepped in. He told Abraham to go ahead and send them away. He had a plan that went beyond what Abraham could see. God didn't want Isaac to have competition with Ishmael and grow up in an atmosphere of hostility. Besides, He had a special plan for Ishmael's life, too. Ishmael would be blessed just because he was Abraham's son. God would make a nation out of him, too. Hagar and Ishmael wandered in the wilderness until their food and water were gone. Then Hagar gave up. She sat down, ready to die. But God heard them and sent an angel. And as angels often do, this one started out telling her not to be afraid. He told her that they wouldn't die, but God had a plan for Ishmael's life. So if you feel rejected, unwanted, or unloved, remember God has a plan and purpose for you beyond what you can imagine. He's not finished with you yet. Don't give up. Just look around for God's hand at work.
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to share a treasure God has given you by doing an episode, please contact us. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you'll find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.